Welcome back to the Chorus Podcast. I'm your host, Milan Pierre-Jerome, and we are back with another season.
Pierre-Jerome able to somehow get away. Nice spin move. Pierre-Jerome comes up with it. Tries to move in. Fires a shot. Scores!
Welcome back to the Chorus Podcast. I'm your host, Milan Pierre-Jerome, and I'm here with Jared Billups. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, living life, just keeping busy. So, yeah, it's great to have you on the first episode. Are you excited?
Super excited. I'm glad to be the first guest.
So this is season 3 where we sit down with athletes and, we just hear about your story and kind of just how you're an inspiration for people because, people look up to you and they just love to hear about your story and your journey that got you to being the Defensive Player of the Year. So, North Maryland, right? So
yes.
How was that? How was your childhood, everything as far as that?
Actually, I was born in Bethesda, Maryland.
Okay.
And then I moved and I lived in Atlanta for a little bit. And then I came back here when I was about 7 or so. Then I lived in Waldorf up until like 8th grade. It was cool there. Not much to do though. It's Maryland area. And then I went to boarding school at McDonough. That's in like Owens Mills. That's like the nice part of Baltimore.
Okay.
That was cool. Being away from home. It really kind of prepares you for college almost. It's literally the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. So with basketball, when did you start playing basketball? Did you want to play basketball?
Shoot. My first time playing basketball when I lived in Atlanta, I played in church league.
Okay.
I forgot the name of the church. It's not coming to me right now. But and then from there, I moved back here. Was playing in all leagues all around Waldorf, Charles County. And then in 2nd grade is when I got introduced to like travel ball, AAU. And then from there, I was playing AAU every single summer from 2nd grade up until 17U.
Did you play any other sports or it was just basketball?
Oh yeah, I played from the same age. I started basketball, I started football and soccer. And I tried baseball one year, but no.
You played soccer?
Yeah, I played soccer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you good at soccer?
No, absolutely not. I got bored. I got bored.
Okay, bored is crazy, but okay.
I was like 6.
Yeah, that's true. You were young. You were
like,
young. Okay.
I needed like physical contact.
Yeah.
I was a boy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And then baseball, you said?
Yeah, for a year. I hated baseball, actually. Way too slow.
Okay.
Like, worse than...
Do you remember what position you played or it was just...
I was somewhere in the outfield. There was one time I remember actually... in the middle of the game, I'm eating sunflower chips. Ball pops up. I'm trying to throw the sunflower chips away in my pocket so I can catch it. I didn't catch it. So then from there, I was like, might be over for this one.
Okay. So then with basketball, when did you realize, you were good at it and you could really take it to the next level?
Honestly, I was always like one step around my ahead of my peers, I feel like. Especially growing up, and then like in the DMV area, like you play AAU with the same people from 2nd grade up until 17U. So like you playing them your whole life, and like you win some, you lose some, but like you right there with the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? So that alone, I feel like gave me confidence to think, all right, like I can do this shit at a next level. Excuse my language.
It's okay. So you have siblings, right? You have an older sister, and a younger brother. Okay. How are your relationships with them?
My relationship with both of them is good. More so when I was growing up, me and my sister were a lot closer. That's just because we would live in the same household, and then as I moved out and stuff like that, we still like stay connected. But when you're around someone every day, y'all don't got a choice but to be best friends. Yeah. So that was my first best friend growing up, and then my little brother was just funny. I remember in high school when my dad told me I was gonna have a little brother, I was like, huh? I was so confused, but it was a blessing, man, being able to witness all that and having someone look up to you. You know, each day, like you wake up and you need some motivation. That's motivation right there. And I love that little man. I can't wait to see him grow up. But yeah.
Oh, he probably goes to all your games and is excited. What do you tell him like when he's coming?
Nothing. I don't tell him nothing. He just be excited to see me. Like he'll see me on the TV sometimes.
Yeah.
And like say my name.
Yeah.
And be like George Mason basketball.
That's cute. And then I know you have a close relationship with your dad. And how has that relationship helped you throughout the years?
Shoot, my dad been my number one supporter my entire life. Like he's the one who's taking me to all these AAU games, practices. Growing up though, I will say we bumped heads a lot growing up just because he was harder on me than most, but like that's how it should be as a father. But we bumped heads a lot. But when I went away to boarding school, I feel like that's when our relationship grew in a sense. Him and him getting remarried, he was just a lot more of a happy person, and like seeing that he grew, you know, and our relationship grew. But yeah, that's my dog. I know he'll do anything for me. But yeah.
That's good. And then you said you went to boarding school. So why did you choose to go to boarding school?
Well, it's a private school / boarding school.
Okay.
I went there because I didn't like being home, honestly.
Okay.
Like that and basketball reasons. Right. I knew the coach there. I knew some of the players there that they play at a high level. So those were the two main reasons. And I love the decision.
So you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it for the most part. Especially the first 2 years. And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
So then I was basically at home every day when COVID happened, doing school.
How was that experience for you, COVID?
It was cool, honestly. It was different for most people, I feel like, because my dad's like huge in like to weights. So like during COVID, he like rented out this garage and just built a weight room. And then I was working out every single day during COVID. That's like when I had the most growth. I feel like as a player, not just on the court stuff, just like in my body and stuff like that. Because I was still able to get in the gym and do things when most people couldn't. Yeah.
And then when you were going through high school, did you have like a dream school you wanted to go to? Or it was kind of just like go with the flow type?
No, it wasn't. I really didn't have a dream school. Always goal of mine was just have my education paid for, honestly. Not have to have my parents pay for anything. Like I wanted to be real independent, you know? Like I think that was another reason for the whole boarding school thing. Like, I just wanted to do my own thing. But yeah, no goal school.
So you feel like boarding school prepared you for college? You feel like that? Yeah.
Like just, all right, from the simple fact of, all right, I'm moving into a dorm.
Yeah.
I already know what to bring. I feel like, especially like freshmen coming into high school, they ain't never been away from their family.
Right.
They don't know how much clothes to bring, what to bring specifically. Like that stuff was all normal for me coming into college. It just made the transition so much easier.
And throughout high school, did you have any adversity that you faced? You feel like just missing home a little bit or anything like that?
Actually going into high school, I had tore my patella tendon in my knee.
Okay.
And so like I missed the first week of school actually, of high school ever, because I was in a wheelchair. Okay. And I couldn't move. And then when I finally came in, everyone's first impression of me was with the knee brace on, and I'm just walking around on crutches and stuff like that. So I completely forgot about that experience. But I ended up being able to play, not the first game, but like maybe like 4 games into my freshman year, which was a good experience. I don't know how I came back so quick. It was like a 4-month recovery, but they have an amazing like facility at school, and it's almost similar to college. You have your trainers and stuff like that. I feel like they're really advanced in that aspect. That's why a lot of like athletes go to that school.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you deal with that injury? Is there anything you did to get through it?
God and praying, and then having just friends and family that love and support me. Because it hurts you mentally, injuries, you know. So, yeah.
So how has your relationship with God gotten you to this point of your life?
Just trusting him fully.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things you want to go your way, but honestly, half the time it's not God's timing for you. You know what I'm saying? So being able to not understand it, because you can never truly understand it. Just be able to trust that, trust your faith, trust the things he's done for you. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. Nobody's perfect, you know, but that's the faith and belief you have to have.
That's good. That's good. That's amazing. It's amazing. But okay, so high school, boarding school. When did you start looking at schools, deciding where you wanted to go next?
Okay, so my sophomore year of high school, I that's when I got my first basketball offer for Division I.
Okay.
And then
where was that?
It was to Loyola, Maryland.
Okay.
In Baltimore.
Okay.
And then from there, that's when things kind of picked up. Like I think the summer of my sophomore season is when coaches could start contacting you and stuff like that. And that day, first of all, that day has you anxious. Like, who's gonna come? Because it's from 12 a.m. Like, they're texting you like, oh, like, you getting offers at 12 a.m. Like, I don't even know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was a surreal experience. But yeah, and then a bunch of, you just get offers every now and then. You play well, you get offers, and that's when things kind of picked up.
That's good. So then, what were your wants for a university? Like, what did this school have to have for you to go there?
That's a great question. Honestly, it was really all basketball for me, especially because the recruiting period, like, when you're deciding to pick a school, was during COVID. So you couldn't really visit the school. You don't really know what you're getting yourself into, besides, like, the Zoom coaches put together almost last minute. You know what I'm saying? You seeing pictures, but, like, is it really looking that brand new and stuff like that? So that was the hardest part. You can't visit nowhere.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have anything because I had nothing to base it off of. Almost.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So you're just looking fully into basketball, trusting whatever coach sees you best for his program.
So what made you decide Siena?
One, they had a good year the year before I got there, and someone who went to McDonough also had went to Siena and played basketball. His name is Evan.
Okay.
So I was talking to him, talking to the coaches. Coaches really wanted me. Told me I'm gonna have an opportunity to play right away, which I did. And that's really all you want as a freshman, just get the opportunity to play whatever it is, whatever minutes you just want to play.
So when did you commit to Siena in high school?
Going into my senior season, I'd say around like August. That's after all the AAU stuff dies down, and I didn't want to wait any longer going into my senior season, like almost playing with pressure. I wanted to play freely. I mean, we didn't really have a senior season because of COVID. I think we played like 10 games, but again, you just want to have that peace of mind. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. So then once you got to Siena, how was that? How was your freshman year experience? How was the transition?
Siena's an interesting place. It was a lot smaller than I expected. I knew like the number of students.
Wait, so you didn't visit it before?
I did not visit it.
Okay.
I just committed. Okay. And then, so my first time on campus though was a week after I had committed. Okay. They had let me up for a little small visit. And then that was it. My next time on campus was when I was moving in. Okay. It was a lot smaller than I expected. But I enjoyed my experience there. Like, I can't. It made me grow as a person, you know.
Okay. And how was the team? How were the coaches?
Coaches were good. Our team was good. I loved that was a fun team. Like a lot of different personalities. Like it was fun. I feel like we could have been a lot better, but definitely just thankful for the experience. My freshman year, the end of my freshman year though, I had broke my wrist.
Okay.
But I still played on it. I played on it for from January until March. Like
Okay.
I played on a broken wrist, and then I didn't find out it was broken until after the season. Get it looked at. But yeah, that was difficult.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite memory from Siena? Favorite thing that something you like to do there?
My favorite memory definitely is basketball wise. It was we played Albany.
Okay.
We did that one. We played Albany when we played Iona, and we beat them, and they stormed the court. That was fire. Just because they were one of the best teams in the country. You got Walter Clayton. He's at Maryland. I mean, not Maryland. He's at Florida right now.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
A bunch of different people. That team was nice. We beat them at home.
And then your sophomore year, how was your sophomore year there?
My sophomore year, it was okay. I think I had a lot of expectations, but I couldn't really do anything the whole summer because I broke my wrist.
Right.
And I didn't get my cast off till the beginning of or the end of July, and then I couldn't shoot a basketball till the end of August. So I'm going into the season with no reps, no feel for the game. So that was difficult, especially early on in the season. I was trying to find my touch, just trying to find anything. Like there were majority of that time, I couldn't even go and get extra reps because I shoot the ball 10 times, my wrist is tired. Like I can barely move it. So it's like, okay, like what do I even do? It was the biggest mental battle ever. Yeah. Because one day, all right, my wrist feels good. Like I'm hitting some shots. Yeah. The next day, it felt like I hadn't touched a basketball in almost 2 months. Yeah. And it was like playing through that dynamic. It was so difficult. Yeah. But I started to catch a rhythm towards the end of the season, and I started playing well. But yeah, it was a big mental battle. It actually taught me a lot too, because it taught me like how important the summer is for a basketball season. You know, the reps you do in the summer, they really translate to the rest of the season. Almost like the work is always going to show. Yeah. So yeah.
So you've been starting since you were a freshman. Did you know that was going to happen? Like people don't just start as freshmen. So how did that make you feel to know that you're starting coming out of high school over players that have been in college for a while?
So I didn't start right away.
Okay.
I think I started after like 5 or 6 games. Okay. So I think I started like 20 something games my freshman year. But honestly, I came out the gates like I think I belong. You know what I'm saying? And every time I got on the court, it was positive things happen. Like I'm an energy guy. Like positive things happen, and people were feeding off my energy. So I think the coaches felt that, and they roll with it. You know?
Yeah, that's good to be starting freshman. Okay, so then once you were at Siena your sophomore year, that's when you went into the transfer portal. So why did you transfer?
I think we had a good season to start off, and then it ended kind of disappointingly. Okay. And even after that season, I was struggling with real bad back pains, like almost to the point where I couldn't move. And it's not Siena's fault at all. I just think I just needed better like preparation and just better technology to get through my aches, my pains and stuff like that, instead of just almost doing nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That and I just want a different environment, you know. I wanted to be back home, especially my little brother growing up. Yeah. I kind of wanted to be around that. Yeah. And I just wanted to play at a higher level, have a higher level, better competition. So that's what everything that played into it.
Okay. So once you're in the portal, What schools were you looking at?
As soon as I entered the portal, I got calls from almost every A-10 team. A couple like ACC, like
Okay.
a couple Big East. But I just wanted somewhere where I can get an opportunity to just play freely, almost, and a coaching staff that I trust, that's like familiar.
Yeah.
Lou and Tony, as soon as I got into the portal, they were calling me every day.
Yeah.
Lou even came up to Siena during the whole process and had lunch with me, like stuff like that. Like that showed like, all right,
showing,
you actually care, like you know what I'm saying. So just trusting that and that being home.
So have you ever been on Mason's campus before, or?
Yeah, actually,
okay.
When I entered the portal, I just happened to be coming home for spring break.
Yeah.
Lou had texted me, was like, "Oh, just come by and see campus. It won't be nothing crazy." So then came by, see campus. It was a nice little tour. They showed me where I was going to be staying, the training room, the staff, like all that. And they had just got the job, so they were kind of still putting everything together. But,
right.
You know, I'm not big into the antics of everything. All right, let me see what you finna run in your offense, how you finna defend and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We having those conversations. So you just trust in that, and that's when I made the decision, you know.
So once you got to Mason, how was your junior year? How was that experience?
It was a little disappointing. I didn't play as well as I had wanted to, in all honesty, but I'm hard on myself as an individual anyway. I felt like I was impacting winning, but I didn't last through the whole season. It was different coming to this conference, different level of competition. There's better players. Like I'm not saying I played bad by any means, just not to my expectations. Felt like I could do more as a player, more as a teammate, you know. But we still won, had a good year, won 20 games. I felt like sometimes I wasn't trusting God as much, or trying to lead myself almost, but yeah.
So would you say it was a hard transition coming from Siena to Mason?
It wasn't a hard transition, just eye-opening, I guess you could say, almost.
Okay, and then now we're at your senior season. And what was your mindset going into your senior season?
I had written my goals, you know, all conference, defensive player of the year. I had a bunch of goals written down, just for not just the present moment, but the future goals as well. Just like to have those written up, just you seeing it every day. So you have some motivation if you can't find it. And then going into the season, I just wanted to be the best version of me. I was in the gym the whole summer. And we end up having a good season, 27 wins. 27 wins, 8 losses. Not having 8 losses is crazy. I mean, not having more than 10 losses is crazy. I think we were the first A-10 team to ever have 26 plus wins and not be in the tournament, which is also crazy. But it was a good year nonetheless for me personally and for the team. Obviously, you always want to be better.
Right.
But, yeah.
So there were a lot of new players, and you guys had a successful season. So what was it that you feel made the season so successful?
Honestly, it was our locker room.
Okay.
We were always on joke time. Too much sometimes. But we just bonded all the time, and you could see it in the way we play. Like we trusted one another fully, and that's why we won so much. Honestly, it wasn't too much of the X's and O's. We just love playing with each other.
And then as you went through the season, you had some difficult games. You had some good games. Did you have a favorite game that you played?
My favorite game actually was the first round of the A-10 tournament. I had a pretty good game.
Okay.
And then just the energy from the crowd.
Yeah.
It was different. It was better than what we had all season almost. That was honestly a blessing, for the games to be in DC and to get a crowd like that, knowing you've been playing well all season. And that we fed off that energy.
Yeah.
Like I told you, we have a bunch of different personalities, and we feed off that energy and our own energy. So when those things combine, it was just a fun atmosphere.
And then when you won the regular season championship, how did that make you feel? How were you?
Obviously, we were excited. We knew we wanted to. We had more to do. We knew we had more to do.
Yeah.
So we couldn't be too excited. But we definitely had a time. Great time.
Okay. And after that, you know, you learned that you were named the Defensive Player of the Year. How did that make you feel?
Actually, I'm gonna walk through that story real quick. So our Mark LaFrance, what is he? Our
That's like
marketing guy.
Marketing, yeah.
Anyway, he texted me. He's like, "Oh, like, can you let Tony know that he's gonna be Coach of the Year?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, he was like, "I don't want it coming from me. I want it coming from you because you're captain." Blah blah blah. I said, "Okay, cool. Like, sounds good." He was like, "All right, you should say this, this, and this, and you're going to say he's the Coach of the Year, and then that's going to be it." I said, "Okay, great."
Yeah.
Actually, I texted him and was like, "Oh, so does that mean I didn't win Depoy?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, we didn't find out yet."
Yeah.
So I go in the room, blah, blah, blah. I say what I got to say. You're Coach of the Year. And then he starts talking, and then he starts talking about me and how, like, we wouldn't be able to win without you.
Yeah.
And in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, he's not. He's not about to say I won. And then he told me I won Defensive Player of the Year, and then I was just like, what the heck? Didn't feel real, honestly. It was something I had written on my goals, and just to trust God, like I said, and see like your written goal come to fruition.
Yeah,
like, it's just,
that's crazy.
It's really a blessing. Yeah.
And then you have the nickname Captain America.
Oh my
So why do they call you Captain America?
Really, I truly do not know. I actually hate the nickname.
Why do you hate it?
Okay, I don't hate it. I don't like the Captain America is just too long.
Okay.
They call me Cap.
Okay.
They will call
so
me
you
Cap.
like Cap?
Cap is cool.
Okay.
Cap is cool. Captain America though, that's dragon. That's dragon. But I think it just came from like I do everything for the team.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always like in a good mood. Besides when we're losing, like. But I'm always in a good mood, and they just see like I'm needed as a teammate, as a player. So they give me that nickname, and I'm the captain of the team. So it just
it works.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a good nickname. I think you should rock
Cap.
with it.
Cap is cool.
Captain America.
Cap is
like
cool. Cap is cool.
That's good. And okay, so after you won, you're going into the tournament. You went into NIT. How was that tournament for you?
We wanted to still win as much as we can.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I think we were just tired. Like, we played those 3 games in a row on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're playing in the championship against one of the most physical teams in the country. Like they full court pressing you the whole game. Yeah. So I genuinely think we exhausted ourselves that game. Yeah. Like we fully exhausted ourselves, and we ended up winning the first game in the NIT. Just honestly because we were hitting shots and like we were playing so freely. And then by the next game, like I said, I just think we were tired. It was our 5th game in 8 days. Yeah, it's a lot. That's a lot, especially when you're playing in the championship to the point of exhaustion. Because like that's you trying to make it to the NCAA tournament, not the NIT. So yeah. So pre-games, you have, I see you're blowing up on TikTok. So you have these fits that you TikTok is a stretch.
you have these fits, rating your fits. So how would you describe your style?
How would I describe my style? That's a great question. I think I have a streetwear style, but it's kind of mixed in with a old school vintage look. But I also like keep it formal at the same time. Sometimes like
switching it up a little bit.
Switching it up. Anything that it's just anything that I think looks good and it's comfortable for me, I'm gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? I have no like limits on my fashion.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite place to shop?
A favorite place to shop? Ooh. In person, probably. I don't know. In person, maybe like Zara. In person, not too much though. Like Zara is kind of too plain. In person, I go for like more stuff that are like blanks, like Uniqlo or like H&M stuff to find like the basic stuff you need to have your fashion, because you don't want too many loud pieces. You gotta comment, and I'm a calm individual, so I'm not wearing loud pieces all the time.
But so sometimes it's good to wear loud. Yeah, okay.
I like my loud pieces, especially for a pregame fit. I'm wearing something like kind of loud, but more times than not, that's not my everyday though.
Right,
like,
I'm
on some calm stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have any pregame songs, pregame artists, or just artists in general that you like to listen to?
Pregame artists, honestly, I switch it up all the time. It's just whatever vibe I'm feeling. Like I listen to rap, V's, Lucky before a game. I listen to R&B. I listen to Summer Walker, like Janae. I listen to gospel sometimes, like when I'm really just, it's whatever vibe I'm feeling, especially on Sunday. If we got a Sunday game, I'm probably listening to gospel for the game. Just get my mind right. New week, you know. But my favorite artist, Drake.
Okay. The GOAT. Okay. Okay. The GOAT?
The GOAT.
Okay. Do you have a favorite song by Drake?
Oh, no.
No. Favorite album?
Probably Take Care.
Okay.
Such a good album.
Okay.
Such a good album.
Okay. And do you have a certain routine before you have games, or it's kind of just go with the flow?
That's a great question. Routine. I always take a shower before a game. Usually I nap.
Okay.
And I shower.
Okay.
Then we head to the game, whether that's here or away. Head to the game. If it's home, I'll obviously have my pregame outfit on. I'll walk in and take my pictures, whatever. And then I'll work out 2 hours before the game, drink a ton of water. I'll probably drink a gallon before a game, like no joke. And then, honestly, after my 2 hour workout, we're just going through warm-ups. I honestly just chilling, just keep myself loose. I'll throw a football before every game.
Okay.
Kind of work on some hand-eye coordination stuff. I also forgot to mention, I lift in the mornings before every game.
Okay. You just do that. The team doesn't have to do that.
No, the team
you just do that.
I just did that, yes.
Okay. Is it like an activation lift, or it's like a heavy?
No, not heavy.
Okay.
Not heavy. Like an activation.
Okay.
Almost. We're doing light stuff. Just we're doing that and mobility. Trying to wake my body up, get loose almost, and then I also take an ice bath before every game. Like during the game day, like after
really before the game.
Yeah, before the game.
Okay.
Before shoot around, I'll take a ice bath, then hop in the hot tub, and then honestly, I'm chilling before the game for the rest of the time, and then I get ready to play.
Do you ever get nervous or?
Not really. I don't get nervous.
Okay.
Honestly, it's because I be asking God to take away all my anxiousness and nervousness if I do have any. Honestly, I think it's more anxiousness than nervousness. And answers my prayers every time. I ask him to give me peace of mind when I'm playing, play through me. And I'm just trusting that. Yeah. Trust your prayers. Trust what you ask for. You know.
Have you always been like that through college, or you think that's something you've grown in?
Oh no, I would always pray.
Okay.
But I think the thing I learned the most is to really mean what you're praying. Don't let words just come out your mouth. Like think about your prayers and mean what you say. I think that's what I started doing. What really made a difference, other than just repeating the same prayer every time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let it be.
Let
unique.
it flow.
Let it flow. Let it come from your thoughts. You know. But yeah.
So now this college chapter is done. It's closed. How does that make you feel?
It flew by, honestly.
Yeah.
It flew by. I remember being a freshman and calling them old. Now people be calling me Unc. I'm like, dang, I'm not even that old. I'm 22. Like, damn, I'm not that old. But it's exciting. I'm excited for life. Excited for the new chapter. Whatever God has in store, you know.
So, what do you want to do next?
I'm probably gonna play professionally. I'm signing with an agent right now. See what that plan looks like. Have some workouts, stuff like that. And wherever God has me is where He has me.
So I saw something where you said, "I want to be more than just Jared Billups, the basketball player. You want to be other things." So what other things do you have to offer?
What other things do I have to offer?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm really like we talked about the pregame outfits. I'm really getting into fashion.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, they be asking me about my outfits and stuff
Right.
like that, and brands be reaching out asking me to promote their stuff. So I'm gonna do some content on that side of things, and then I'm about to get my real estate license.
Okay.
I already took the class, passed the class. I just need to take the test. So
Okay.
I have that as well. Just trying to build myself as a human, because you never know however long you want to play basketball.
Right.
Even with the real estate stuff, I can still do that while I'm playing basketball.
Right.
The fashion stuff, I can still do that while I'm playing basketball. Just finding different ways to honestly make easy money.
And you also coach, right? You like coaching?
Yes, I train kids. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And what are things you tell them when you're coaching them?
The biggest thing is staying in the gym, honestly.
Yeah.
That's probably, if anyone asks me for advice, like, you just got to work. You know, like there's nothing special. There's no special formula. It's just waking up and being in the gym every single day. Like that's genuinely what it takes. Like there's no, oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired is your rest day is me going to shoot some free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the biggest message I tell them.
And after that, you know, you have a lot of things going on, but you also have a dog. You know, Remy's always around.
My little boy Remy. I ain't seen him in like a week because of basketball, but I miss him, man.
How is having a dog? Why did you get the dog? Like,
I love my dog. Did I know completely what I was getting myself into? No. No, I did not. But I love that man. That man brings me peace. On my worst days of just life in general, I come back, he over there wagging his tail. Like, I can't even be mad no more. I can't even be mad anymore. He
it
over
wasn't
there.
okay there.
You know how he is too. He like to cuddle. Like, yeah, all right, bro, come on. Get under my arm. Come on, bro. We sit there, listen to some music.
Yeah. That's good. Okay. And yeah, you have any questions for me? You have any other things you want to talk about?
Are you excited for this season?
I'm so excited.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. I
appreciate you for having me, by the way.
Of course. Okay. I hope you had fun.
Oh, I did have fun. Did you learn some things?
I did learn some things.
I told you.
Some new things.
I told you that was going to happen.
Yeah, some new Jared Billups stories. Yeah. That's great. I'm happy for you.
Who's the next guest that's going to come on? Oh, my bad.
Is there anything else? Is there anything people don't know about you? Like things that you don't just say?
I'm also a barber. You knew that.
Okay. Yeah, you cut hair.
I cut hair.
You cut hair.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that too.
Okay. So you're saving money. You're saving lots of money.
Am I?
My brother be telling me.
I haven't cut my hair since. I mean, I haven't gone to get a haircut in years. It's been years. Like, I couldn't tell you. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Every man needs to learn how to cut his own hair.
So you just stop going to the barbershop. You're like, no, that's it.
I don't go to the barbershop.
Okay.
Ever. Ever.
Okay. Anything else that you feel like other people don't know about you? Nothing else.
I'm an open book.
Okay.
I'm as open as it gets.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I hope you had fun.
I did have fun.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And I hope you had a great time and speaking and talking. And I hope everyone enjoyed Jared's story. Defensive Player of the Year, all defensive team, and whatever.
Okay. Keep going. My bad.
Whatever's next in his chapter, we wish him the best. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, comment, and yeah, let us know who you want to see too. Let us know who you want to see on the next episode. And yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
Adios.
Bye.